Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 with Black Ice 9.11, and of course we are playing as Japan this series. Now, I am also live streaming this on YouTube, so if you hear me talking to people, answering questions, I'm going to try to repeat the questions so that you can follow along. There may be a raw version also released that would show the text of the chatters, but I am not sure yet. Okay. And I think I have, no units up there, but we got a couple of I need to reorganize, but we'll do that some other time. Okay, and we've taken out British submarine flotilla. That's the empty fleet that we saw here. Armor unit command and control has advanced. Very nice. There, that one. Okay. What is Rick saying? I would have thought the Aussies and the Kiwis would have been more aggressive. Instead, they're just standing around. Well, it's the AI is the problem with all of that. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Squire, it's a channel on YouTube that makes parody videos. A lot of it is War Thunder, but made a sort of a parody video of Hearts of Iron 4. I was talking to a couple of people there, and oh, Germany's just too easy to play. You know, and blah blah blah, and America and Britain, you know, they're invulnerable, they never get attacked, and that's just because of the bad AI. If you play against humans, it's much harder. So Australia, yeah, it's just bad AI. They were fairly aggressive because this is Australian territory up in here, but I defeated them. And so that's probably wrecked a lot of their army. Now here came in with too few troops. Oh yeah, no, they do. I haven't seen all of their videos by any means, but I've seen a few, and they are really funny. Okay, we took out off the coast of Tanganyika. We took out 3 DDs and a heavy cruiser from South Africa. And got shot up a little bit, but good thing we didn't get taken out. Battle of Bombay, which we won. The combat sounds? Yeah. Okay, they've taken back this province, but we're going to retake it. Cut off this guy again. Okay, they're almost there. They're just starting. We'll let them march in and occupy that. Okay, well, this isn't helping our supplies any by losing this. Soon the Philippines will be ours. Surprised they haven't surrendered already. I guess they moved their capital to here. Okay, capital ship secondary guns. We'll stop that. Hello, Harkon. I'm not going to try to go after your second name. Good to see you. Pork strike. Yeah, we'll do the tall boy now, I guess. Dam buster. We're not really doing any strategic bombing, so that's not of use to us. Oh, okay. Federcrawl. I know you. People, you gotta use the same name everywhere so I can follow. Yes. Oh, of course I remember you. But I got to have that. Okay, so. Well, since their capital's here, what we need to do is, let's grab, okay, there, march down to there. And yes, we won there, we've won there. Uh-oh. HMNSZ Northland sunk. The pride of the New Zealand Navy. The fear some new Northland have been sunk with the glorious Ori. Okay, so we lose 2 in descent. Okay, the problem with the access to the AI is, in a practical sense, they can't. Not that they won't, they can't. To be able to have it run efficiently, because, again, if those watching you or later, Rick has asked about whether they would let the community get access to the AI, and particularly it's the combat AI that's of major question. You don't realize it, both Hearts of Iron 3 and Hearts of Iron 4 are turn-based games. They are not real-time games. They're, I believe it's on the hour. You know, whose initiative, what turn it is every hour. So it's something you don't see or realize. It seems like a real-time strategy game to you, but it is turn-based. That being said, so that like every turn, or definitely every 24 hours, you'll notice, especially in Hearts of Iron 4, you'll see a pause if you speed it up to speed 5, at least on my machine, on the 24-hour mark when playing Black Ice. It's the AI having to pause the game to think. Now, to have it effectively run at good speed, it has to be compiled into the EXE. The sort of EULA programming, which is a type of AI stuff that, at least in, I know a little bit better of in Hearts of Iron 3, but they also have a similar sorts of things in Hearts of Iron 4 that they do let the community access to. That is accessed infrequently enough so that if it's uncompiled, it can still run. But I do know that they are having already issues. I don't know if problems are the real thing, but speed related and keeping everything flowing with the AI. So if they were to break it out, let you have access to it, it would run incredibly slow. I mean, I think the idea might take an hour to get through a day of the game time. You know, so you're not going to want to play it. It's just impossibly slow. Not that, we take a slightly slower game. No, it's impossibly slow. So it has to be compiled into the game. So basically, if they were going to let, whether it's the Black Ice community or some other select group of people, they're in essence letting them inside the game. And they could do that in theory, that have them sign non-disclosure agreements and go through all of that. But I don't know that there's a truly competent AI developer that can handle it, that's just out there waiting to do it. It's just something that isn't a thing, really. Okay, let's actually get these two onboard ship. Nope, can't fit. Okay. We're gonna speed you up to here. Okay, we've taken out... Well, we already got those guys. Operation Citadel. Of course, this is the Kursk offensive. Is the effect of it, not that it's happening in Kursk. We are seeing this current situation in Europe. The Germans have almost secured all the Kola Peninsula. Starting to move here. They're still stalled down here pretty badly. They did kick the Russians out of their brief occupation here. And the British have actually pushed back a little bit because the Italians had made it to here. And we see the Americans and sort of German units loaned to Italy battling it out now. Here, that's the Hermann Goering Division. That's another DAC, Africa Corps Division there. Battling that. And we're sort of trying to distract them here with this down here. And we lost another province over here. And the Soviet Union has Operation Kutuzov. I believe that's something to do with counterattacks. But compared to March 43, well, Italy's still holding well in North Africa, so that's doing good. Okay, infantry unit combined arms. Nice, nice. So we're going to stop that. And I'm looking for more 43 technologies that we can focus on. And gun turrets advance for aircraft. I believe that's here. Hey Nagaro, good to see you. Well, this is a test stream. I think we'll get more views than on Twitch, but I'm keeping the Saturday show on Twitch. For those that, if you haven't already, you can subscribe to me here on YouTube or follow over on Twitch, which I do a Saturday live stream. We'll do that, get that over. Okay, and we'll no longer receive crude oil for money from there. Okay. Yeah, we don't need coal, we don't need scrap metal, we don't need food rationing, we don't need petrol rationing. And we are not going to trade with Germany because of too much production. I also think I'll get a better, bigger audience. Maybe not better, but bigger audience here on YouTube because of my larger subscriber base and YouTube notifying people better. Okay, we're gonna stop this and we're gonna come over there to shut that off. Okay, infantry unit training, very good. Yeah, we'll improve armored car designs. And agricultural industry, since we are at war, to supply with food. Okay, industrialize the farms. Yeah, we'll do that. Our manpower is good, lots of supplies are good. How is the invasion going out here? Oh good, they've got the CAG out here now, that's nice. And they've got their second CAG. I don't know. Let's see what we can find out about Germany here. I don't know if we have good manpower info on them. Intel, let's check out, see what we have there. Oh, way past it. There we are. That's leadership. Manpower, yeah, they have plenty of manpower. Actually, almost as much as we do. And I've been doing a non-manpower focused building for a long time. Very good to hear, Rick. Very good to hear. Yeah, it's, you know, for a lot of the Slitherine games, you just have to capture your screen and not the game. I don't know why their games do, some of their games do that. Not all of them, but some of them do. So we're not really looking at a manpower issue for Germany. We're looking at an AI issue. Whether they can hold out. Whether they're going to be able to defend, because eventually there's going to be a scripted Allied invasion along here somewhere. It's going to happen. And it's going to be pretty big. And these, excuse me, garrison units are not going to be able to stop it. And as we can see, once the Americans are sort of in theater, they start adding more and more units here. And we can see here how Germany is losing in Norway. I have been having my submarines here do some attacks against some of their supplies, and I think the Germans are doing some as well. But that is the current situation. Now, I don't know if they have enough transports to deal with all of that. Okay, come up through here. Okay, our other HQ is shattered in Dar es Salaam. But so far, our 2 ground units seem to be holding out against a lot of British. So this has got to be affecting Britain and North Africa. Maybe not in major ways yet. They're going to retake the Italian things. I couldn't supply into Italy, so I stopped even worrying about that. Okay, carrier group doctrine. We'll do light cruiser escort, switch that over to there, and carrier crew training. Yeah, that also needs to end. Another 43 technology that we're not researching here. Nope, not that I can see. Let's look over here though. Yeah, we'll do nav strike tactics. Keep our there. Okay, landing craft flotillas. We'll shift that also over to here and do nav tactics. And we're winning more battles over here. Oh, stop that attack. Okay, I don't want to shatter my division. The worst of the snow is over. There. Okay. Good. Okay, and we lost, yeah. Swell. Okay, airborne engineers upgrade, very nice. That was down here. We'll do motorized engineer upgrade. No, we're fighting right now in Bhutan, or the Bhutan. We've taken half of Bhutan. Nepal is yet to be attacked. If I can get their capital, if it's unguarded, I'll take it. But otherwise, and we've taken out 3 more South African destroyers. Good. And it looks like maybe some of the escorts. I think we lost an escort, or landing craft. I think there were 4, but I'm not sure. Sorry, I don't pay that close attention. Okay, we have a bunch of these guys. These are all reinforcements for Marines or for airborne forces. Now, okay, those are full up. Those guys are full up. Looking at CAGs. Carrier air groups. No. Oh, there's 2 of them in the one province. Okay. So those are, and those guys are. Just want to try to get all of them well ordered. And they're good. Okay. So now we've got this here. So let's throw in the Marines. And I guess that'll be alright. A couple of units. Probably won't be that heavy of an attack. We're going to, oh, too far away. We'll come down to here. Rebase. What are your opinion about SAGs? SAGs. SAGs. Sorry, Nagaro, you've got me. CAGs? Carrier air groups, is that what you're saying? Okay, and taking out the Darwin. Good. We got the Makassar Straits. Very nice, very nice effect. And small caliber. Cannons and machine guns have improved on our attack. Oh, surface attack groups. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that term. I'm fleets based on battleships. Oh, okay. No, okay. Now I know what you. I just hadn't heard a term used like that. Not saying it's not used. It just I haven't heard that. Without air support, they don't work well in either real life or the game. Either way, that is why. Well, I do have, I think, the Yamato here without any, but it's been doing limited operations. But when I have a battleship group here, which this is what this is a battleship group here, I have one light carrier with it. And similarly down here, this is another battleship group, got a light carrier with it. So they need air support, but otherwise in both real life and in the game they work. Okay, small cannon. Okay, that would be here. So we're gonna stop that. Dual purpose, yes, we'll do some of those, even though I don't know if I hardly have any heavy flying boat prototypes. Very good. That's probably grayed out. Yes, let's move this to medium bomber. And we've lost another province here. I've already got a few AA cruisers. I would say they've been of marginal use so far. Just not too useful. They have, I guess, well, maybe I don't know how useful, they may have been useful in defending against air attacks, but they seem to be getting into combat situations that get them sunk as parts of fleets. So they're probably getting into surface combat that they shouldn't. Just game mechanics. Single engine armament, and it's grayed out. Yes. Now, well, we have a few twin engine fighters, and infantry unit command and control has advanced. So at least on some of the critical, well, maybe we should do a few artillery unit improvements. You can check the folder and try to see if Italy has much smaller air force compared to I don't know if TRE affects the starting OOB of Italy. I don't remember that it does, but if it does, it should have been updated and I guess just wasn't updated. Okay, you guys need to get back to a better port too. Okay, let's see if we can make this run. Well, we also need to send supplies here, don't we? We'll come out of Tokyo too. Kotra. Don't think we sent supplies there. Let's check and see. Supply map. Yes, no, we are sending supplies. It's just too small of a port to effectively supply everything there. Okay. Well, then it's out of date is probably the situation. I have not really looked at updating TRE like I should. Unfortunately, and no knock on him, but the maintainer who was working it just really was unable to handle all of the bigger changes. So I've got to do it. It's just time. And quite honestly, it's my least favorite element. I like being creative with TRE. I don't like maintenance with TRE, you know, or any type of thing. You know, just updating maintenance to me just doesn't sound fun. I want to make new events, not make old events compatible with new versions, kind of thing, if you get my meaning. So it's sort of been low motivation on my part to update it to work with 10. Now if you're using TRE with 10, there's going to be a lot of problems. You might not see them, but there's going to be a lot of problems with Black Ice 10. If you're using it with 9.11, then it should work just fine. Though I don't know specifically about the Air Force problems, but okay, are we down here yet? No, we're coming here though. Trust me, I know it will cause problems current TRE if you use it with 10. And like I say, you might not notice them, but they're there. We're going to invade. Puffed off. Good. High frequency direction finding radio. And that's all. Okay, we can do small ship classes now. We'll do that. And that's because we just got small ship armament. Yay, they both happened at the same time. Okay. Well, and we're taking out the last of the main Filipino army up here. There's still a little bit down here, it looks like, in there. Right, yeah, no, that should all work just fine. That should all work. Capital ship main armament now is advanced. We did the secondary just recently, so that's... If we build new capital ships, we'll get better armament tank radio communications as well. Up to electronic. Yeah, we'll switch this over to aerial. Radios. We still have a little more tech. You too, yeah. I understand. I am sorry for the delay. It's just, like I say, it just sort of taking the time and motivation are the sort of two main what will motivate me is when I get ready and wanting to play it myself, because I do want to make a multiplayer campaign based on 10, you know, a YouTube series, and so that will, of course, I want to play TRE with it, and so that will motivate me. Nothing else would. Okay, you guys are going to follow that path, so you guys can follow this path. And you can stop and head this way. Hey Arno, good to see you. Well, I think GGA is waiting on me. So, that's sort of my fault too. I'm not absolutely sure of that, but I do think he is waiting on me. Okay, so they have a reasonably strong force, and if the German campaign tells me anything, they've got, because this is mountains up here, because they also have super high national pride and other things, they become a complete redoubt, and some motorized force isn't going to be what takes it. But we can probably take on the military police there. Maybe. Okay, let's see if we can take on these guys. Okay, ship's back in. We'll wait for some of those to get there. And then swing them over here to Bombay. Oh, we can... Got a bunch more stuff over here now. Uh-oh, it looks like we're being invaded. Or something. They're not good enough to go out and fight. Let's... What kind of shape are these guys in? Oh, these guys are in good shape. You stop. I don't want you to tangle alone with them. Well, let me sort of, to some degree, introduce you guys. Nagaro and Arno are good friends. They are often on the Twitch chat with me. And Rick, who is off... you showed up, I think, once on the Twitch, Rick. But Rick has been posting lots and lots on the YouTube channel, just not so much making it to Twitch, so you guys don't know each other so well. Let's see if we can cut these units off there. Okay, you come down here and patrol. Try to cut the movements off from these. Bring mud deepens. Presumably that's mostly up here in Russia. The effects are happening. Uh-oh, they're being pushed back. I hope they're not losing too much. Okay, so we need to get... Okay, how's supply doing here? Okay, we need better supply. Okay, supply into Bombay and supply into, what is this? Mangalore. Okay. No problem, Rick. I know a lot of people just are. Well, whatever was here is gone. Or not being seen. Okay. You continue transporting there. Yeah, I'm worried about social justice warriors. Heavy anti-aircraft armament. That, I believe, is for the ships, and that's here. Yes, good. Stop. And that pilot training advice. They can kill careers. And, they're becoming a problem. If you've heard what's happened to Sargon of Akkad recently. Ah, yeah. Mattis. I'm sad to see him go. He was very good in the position, I think. At least everything that I was hearing. I was asked about Mattis on the chat. Okay, how do I put this? He is a very good leader. He is very trusted, Mattis is. But he's not indispensable. Okay, so it's not like everything's going to fall apart without him. And he wouldn't have left if he thought that. But he had a fundamental disagreement, and probably more than one, with Trump. Now, Trump was campaigning on getting out of the Middle East early on, you know, from his campaign. So this is a desire that he has to get troops out of the Middle East. I understand that. And I understand open-ended commitments that are costing us tens of billions of dollars a year as being a problem. Okay? Without end goals in sight. And just sort of muddling along is not a strategy. It is just action. So, the people that are complaining about Mattis leaving now, or many of them, would have been cheering had Obama done it. You know, pulling out of these places. So it's a lot of the negative stuff you're seeing, at least on American media, is just anti-Trumpism. Anything to slam Trump. If Trump kept Mattis, they'd be slamming him. If he gets rid of Mattis, they'd be slamming him. It doesn't matter. Whatever Trump does or doesn't do is a problem. So we have to discount that. Now, there's a couple of other things. One, the manner in which Trump did it was wrong. He didn't consult in the immediate before tweeting that he was getting the U.S. out of Syria. Now, supposedly the story is, and I don't know how correct it is because I just don't trust the media. Yeah, we'll show. I'm going to need to get, I think I can get some moderators here, and my game just crashed. So if your screen goes blank, you'll know why. Oh man, this is going to be a problem. So yeah, I'm going to be restarting here. And ending the standard episode now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking the video. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.